story, Colony by Philip K. Dick.
The existence of Planet Blue, the fourth in orbit around a G-type sun somewhere in the Aldebaran sector, was predicted by spectroscopic analysis and spatio-mathematic equations some 50 years before an exploring mission was dispatched to it. The research team, under Commander Stella Morrison of the Colonial Administration, went into orbit around Planet Blue at 0700 Standard Sidereal Time. Authorized procedures were followed.
Aerial photography completed, Commander.
Anything show on the plates?
Well, Masterson was suspicious of these lines towards the poles, but the angles seemed to be coincidence.
They're not artifacts.
Glacial faults. Geological survey reports no volcanism.
Mm-hmm.
The launch is back. Dodge has a landing site pinpointed. Preliminary atmospheric tests look good. There's a 0.7 bulge in oxygen, but it's just enough to make you feel good. Looks like an open-air job. No pressure suits or condenser masks.
Well, that's precisely what they thought on Centauri 1. And the whole expedition was wiped out by spores.
Of course, I was assuming a favorable biocheck.
Mm-hmm.
Preliminary photographic survey, Mr. Wood.
Thank you, Dodge.
Do you want them played back here? We haven't transcribed the tape.
If you please, Lieutenant.
393. Al, pipe the photo tapes up here on 324.
Looks like a green world, all right. Punch up the tape, if you please, Lieutenant.
All orbital checks proved positive. The atmosphere and gravity Earth normal to 3 places on the Grayson scale. And the exploratory research ship lowered itself by the Meyerson-Lay atmospheric skip method, came into a stalled tail landing just before sunset on a day marked in the logs as Planet Fall 0. The hatches remained sealed as a 2-mile perimeter was scanned by direct instrumentation. Major Lawrence Hall of Biosurvey reported EEG sweeps to the bridge.
Of course, it isn't conclusive. We've run into life forms that didn't broadcast a brainwave at all. The Grylodont lizard on Ganymede. Skull acted as an effective shielding due to a heavy lead constituent in the body chemistry.
Major Hall, I am not interested in a lecture on extraterrestrial zoology. Is there or is there not life within the range of your instruments?
I'm sorry, Stella. The readings show no electrical brain activity whatsoever, and that covers life down to the level of invertebrates. There may be a few worms turning out there, and unless they're thinking awfully hard about something, we wouldn't pick them up.
Well, thank you. I want preliminary drones out for sampling. How long do you think that will take?
Well, a thorough job. Take about 2 weeks.
I have a schedule, Major. How long do you can give me a protective Schedule C clearance?
2 days. Then I ought to check airborne spores and microorganisms.
Carry on, Major.
All right, Stella. I'll let you know if I turn up any, special diseases on Planet Blue.
Drone sample missiles were dispatched at sunrise. Air scoops, ground samplers, and vegetation choppers returned to base, and the bio team instituted full prescribed tests. Immediately identifiable airborne dangers were ruled out. Outside of the possible allergenic action of pollens, Planet Blue was ruled safe for normal exploratory procedures, and the real work of the survey was gotten underway.
Here's the morning report, Commander. 4 in sick bay, 3 ordered to light duty.
What happened?
Well, last night was liquor ration.
Oh.
Survey teams out in the field. Bio crew under Major Hall. Agronomy, ecological, geological, and deep map teams out.
Any reports back?
Deep Map seems to think there's petroleum over to the north, and agronomy reports if you dropped a seed in this soil, you'd have to jump back to keep from being knocked over by the plant.
Sounds pretty good.
Commander, Blue is about as likely a spot for colonization as has been turned up since Harvey's Planet in 27.
Well, they'll be glad to hear that in Central. How long do you think until we can send back a clearance?
I've checked with department chiefs. They all estimate about 2 or 3 days more until they're satisfied. All except Bio.
Why is Major Hall dragging his feet?
I don't know.
Well, find out. And in the meantime, I'm going to call a staff meeting. Every day we can save on our report is important. If Blue is suitable for colonization, I don't want to waste a minute.
By planetfall plus 3 weeks, all departments had reported favorably except biology. Ecological survey pointed out the difficulty involved in the necessity of importing animal life. But this problem had already been met in the colonization of Gamma 2 and 3, when an entire ecology had been transported in frozen gene banks and fertilized and incubated on the site. Biology, however, still withheld a favorable report.
Look, Larry.
What is the secret, Stella? Cold formality on the bridge and Larry when you're in my lab?
Well, I'm serious. Well, I've just gotten an official query from Central. They want to fish or cut bait on Blue. Your department is the only one holding it up. We're 2 weeks behind schedule.
And the first colony on Vishnu was right on schedule, and 7,000 died of green spot.
That was before the full bio-check technique was worked out.
My dear, do you know how many different microorganisms there are in a cup full of dirt?
I'm not a freshman student of biology.
Oh, dear. And I was hoping I could tempt you into some field work.
Someday, Larry, you're going to make some remark in front of some junior officers or even enlisted personnel, and I'm going to have to call you on it.
Afraid for your dignity, my dear?
Look, I'm in charge of this expedition. My dignity happens to be a function of command, and as such, it's a survival factor.
Ah, well, then you had better take it easy at officer's mess. You know, I saw 2 biomates watching you climbing the ladder to the bridge. Do you know what their affectionate name for you is?
Major Hall. I'm serious. I want a bio clearance as soon as possible.
And you will get it. As soon as possible.
And when will that be?
When I'm satisfied.
Are the bugs here so dangerous that you're afraid of them?
No, on the contrary. We have yet to find a harmful life form.
Well, you didn't report that. If there are no harmful life forms...
No lice. No disease germs. No malignant virus.
Well, then what are you waiting for?
There should be. There should be at least one little fellow who could give you a common cold.
Look, sociology section found no native narcotic plant life. And inasmuch as there is no humanoid life, there is no bootlegging, gambling, immorality, and pornography either. By analogy, that would be a good reason not to colonize? Is that the idiotic logic you're following?
Microbiology is a little different, Stella. And anyway, what is the rush? Blue is something different. There's something peaceful in the air. Why rush to bring picnickers who drop candy wrappers and fill the pools up with empty beer cans?
Larry, I have a plans board conference in 10 minutes. If you don't bring in some kind of a report by then, I'll have to supersede you under a Section 23.
Ah, yes, that's what happened on Vishnu, isn't it? Followed by Green Spot and the wagons to drag the corpses out of the colony streets.
Never mind that, Major. I want a report.
In the biology section lab, Major Lawrence Hall continued to examine tissue samples from lower fauna and flora samples brought in from Planet Blue. He settled a container of prepared slides and flipped the switch on the electron microscope. Major Hall slid the first slide on the stage of the microscope and adjusted the focus knob.
Come on. Huh, there you are. All right, come on, kid, eat something.
The microorganisms, a form of rotifer, displayed none of the characteristics of ferocity and aggression which were normal on several dozen other planets. Presently, however, Major Hall stopped whistling. Inasmuch as the 2 eyepieces of his microscope twisted suddenly around his windpipe and started to strangle him.
Ooh.
Hall tore at them, but they dug relentlessly into his throat, steel prongs closing like the claws of a trap. With a convulsive effort, he managed to break free and fling the microscope from him.
Oh, that's crazy. It's better let go of my leg.
He kicked the microscope loose and drew his blaster. As the microscope scuttled away, rolling on its coarse adjustment knobs, he fired. The microscope disappeared in a cloud of metallic particles. The plans board of the research team was assembled in the officers' library. Commander Stella Morrison was outlining plans on a detailed aerial survey map.
This long, flat area is ideal for the actual city. It has an adequate watershed in the hills here, and weather conditions vary sufficiently to give the settlers something to talk about. There are large deposits of various minerals. The colonists can set up their own factories. They won't have to do any importing. Over here is the biggest forest on the planet. If they have any sense, they'll leave it, but if they want to make newspapers out of it, that's not our concern. Now, all reports are in except bio, and I think that before long we'll be getting...
Stella.
Major Hall, May I remind you that when the consul is in session, no one is permitted to
You
interrupt...
come to my lab.
Look, Hall, if you're not feeling well, you look a little sick.
Yes, well, I should be. My microscope just tried to strangle me.
Oh? Oh, I see.
It almost got me, but I blasted it. Well, that's not the worst.
It isn't?
No. The microscope is still there. After I blasted it, I found it under the lab bench, untouched.
Look, Major, you sure you don't need a psych test?
Well, I don't know. I suppose it does sound a little...
You look post-trauma to me.
Huh? Oh.
Maybe you're right.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Commander.
Put Major Hall on psycho report. I think we'll have to proceed to order colonization here without him.
Major Hall proceeded to Psych Center and, inserting his ID card in the robot Neo Rorschach machine, he placed his hands on the contacts and activated the search and gestalt circuits. Presently, the green light flashed, indicating tentative diagnosis. Major Hall hit the response key.
Severe disturbance. Instability ratio above 10.
And that's over danger, isn't it?
Yes. 8 is danger. 10 is unusual, especially for a person of your index. Your norm is 4.
Yeah, I know.
I require more data to determine whether this unusual instability ratio is an aberrant reaction or is normal survival oriented.
Well, I can't tell you anymore.
It is illegal to hold back information during a robo-psych test. You will deliberately distort diagnosis, which is punishable by 6 months forfeiture of pay and allowances, or such other penalty as a court-martial may direct.
Thanks a heap. Look, do you record a high degree of unbalance for me?
There is a high degree of psychic disorganization, but what it signifies, or its etiology, I am unable to determine without further data.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just take a tip from me. Stay away from homicidal microscopes.
That is an interesting Freudian slip. You undoubtedly mean homicidal maniacs, not microscopes. This indicates a possible maladjustment in the area of your specialty.
Why don't you go grease your id?
I will consider that suggestion.
Major Hall returned to the biosection lab and tested the atmosphere near the place where he had fired his blast gun at the microscope. The analysis showed a high density of metallic particles colloidally suspended in the air. In a state of confusion and with an emotional distress quotient of at least .742, he stripped off his uniform and entered the shower.
Oh, well, you can't expect anybody to believe a story like that. I must be off my rocker.
Major Hall stepped out of the shower, reached for one of the towels on the rack. The towel wrapped around his head and yanked him against the wall. Rough cloth pressed over his mouth and nose. He fought wildly, pulling away. All at once, the towel let go. Major Hall crawled out of the shower and proceeded to dress. His belt, heavy canvas with reinforced metal links, tried to get him around the waist and crush him. The belt, being a heavy-duty issue, was strong, and they rolled on the floor until Hall was able to reach his blaster. He threw himself down in a chair to regain his breath. The arms of the chair started to close around him, but this time he was ready.
Major, I don't believe you were announced.
Look, Commander. Stella.
You're armed. You know the regulations
I'm sorry, Stella. This is important.
Well, what do you want? I have a report here from the robo-psych tester. It says you've hit a ratio of 10 within the last 24-hour period. We've known each other for a long time. Larry, what's happening to
Stella,
you?
I told you. A little while ago, my microscope tried to strangle me. Then when I was getting out of the shower, a bath towel tried to smother me. I got by that. And while I was dressing, my belt...
Wood, in here on the double.
And I finally blasted that. And then an armchair beside...
Yes, Commander.
Stand by a moment.
Stella, will you listen to me? This is serious. Ordinary objects suddenly turning lethal. Maybe this is what we've been looking for. Maybe this is...
Your microscope tried to kill you?
I told you, its stems got me here around the windpipe.
No one else saw this happen?
No. I blasted it, and then I found it again, perfectly all right.
I see. Wood.
Yes, ma'am.
Get 2 guards and take Major Hall down to Captain Taylor in sick bay. Have him confined until he can be sent back to Terra for examination.
Listen, Stella...
Sorry, Major. You can't prove this story, and we'll just have to assume it's a psychotic projection on your part. And we can't afford to have any psychotics running around loose on this planet. Wood, carry on.
You'll be all right, Hall. Back on Earth, they can clear a thing like this up in a few weeks.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Wood. Maybe I'm just out of my mind.
Here we are. Captain Taylor. Captain Taylor. He should be in. Captain. The hatch isn't locked. Taylor, what's the matter?
That scatter rug is choking him. Take an end and pull. But quick, before he's crushed, grab that rug.
Now hear this. General alarm. General alarm. Emergency stations. Emergency stations. Condition red. Sidearms will be issued to all personnel. General alarm.
Captain Taylor tells me the rug came from Terra. His grandmother braided it.
That's what I was trying to tell you. It was not the rug that attacked them.
Then what was it?
Something that looked like this rug. And it was something that looked like a microscope that went for me. And the towel and the belt.
You mean there's some life form that can imitate anything?
Yes, it seems so. And it's deadly.
Hey, Charlie, general alarm. Get up out of that sack. Hey, what'd you do with my gloves? Oh. Hey, where'd I get 2 pair? Well, meeny, miny, mo. 1 pair of gloves is the same as the other. Hey, these gloves are moving. How do you like that? These fool gloves are going for my blast pistol. Charlie, is this one of your crazy electronic gags? Did you rig my gloves? Hey, look out for that pistol! Look out!
Commander, there's another casualty. Lieutenant Dodds.
What happened?
I don't know. He seems to have shot himself.
Oh, no.
Stella, I think that I have something.
Dodds is dead.
Look, we know that this thing can camouflage itself. It can imitate any object it leans up against. All right, now, listen to this.
Larry, we've got
This is the answer. It's a tape from Captain Galt. He was out on bio-survey. He had a throat mic on. He was talking to the operator at base. Now, listen to this.
Head for home now. What's this emergency about? Hourglass Stella having hysterics? That's funny. Could swear I parked my bucket over by those trees. Well, it's here anyway. Heat up some coffee for me. I'll be in a couple. Yeah, that's funny. There's another bucket over by the trees. Where'd this one come from? Let me out. The thing's stuck. It's folding up around me. Joe, get a squad out here. Joe, it's acid. Acid. I can't get out. It's digestive fluid. Get somebody out here before.
This transmission just stopped. All right, now we're up against some organic form of life, and there should be some way to destroy it. We've already blasted a few, but we don't know how many more there are. Maybe it's an infinitely divisible substance, some kind of protoplasm.
We've had over 12 casualties reported, and there's still 5 teams out in the field.
All right, it's a lethal life form. Now, that explains why we found everything else harmless. Nothing could compete with this. We have mimic plants of our own, the twisty slug on Venus, but nothing that goes this far.
It can be killed, though. You said that yourself.
If it can be found. You can't tell. Clothes, rugs, drapes, chairs. We can't tell which is which. We've got to try to find some poison, some spray that will destroy them wholesale.
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
In the corner. I never noticed 2 briefcases over there before. There was only one, I think. How are we going to know?
Shortly after the final casualty report of 30 dead and 12 wounded, Major Hall sealed off the bio quarters and moved in with a team from Chem Section, all dressed in corrosive-resistant suits.
And I'll make sure that you've got a tight seal on the neck joint.
What are you going to do, Major?
I've got a combination of hydrogen and arsenic under pressure, arsine gas. That'll give us an idea of how much they've infiltrated. Arsine is deadly to humans, so check your helmets. Now, Sergeant, I don't want any panic blasting. Arsine is inflammable. All right. Release the valve.
As the gas filled the room, the first to go was a filing cabinet, which melted and oozed to the floor, followed by pipettes, Bunsen burners, bell jars, and test tubes. The lab was sealed off and a meeting held in Commander Morrison's quarters.
Well, it's protoplasm, all right. You could see that when the mimic shape melted. It was a cell nucleus as big as your hand. They resembled the simple unicellular protozoa. Of course, gigantic in size compared to microorganisms.
Can we spray them?
Arsine disturbed them. And I suppose enough might kill them. But we haven't got that much. We can't flood the planet. We wouldn't be able to use our blasters, and it's lethal to humans.
We'll have to pull out.
Stella, I'm afraid you don't quite understand. We can't take the chance of carrying them back to the system disguised as a boot or a towel or anything. And they seem to multiply by binary fission. It wouldn't take long to overrun Earth and the rest of the system.
If we stay here, they'll pick us off one by one.
We could have arsine brought in or some other poison, but that would destroy most of the other life on the planet along with it.
Then we'll have to burn the planet clean. Wood?
Yes, ma'am.
Set up a call to system monitor. I'm going to get the unit off here out of danger. After that, we can work out the best way of cleaning off this planet.
You'll run the risk of taking them back to Terra.
Can they imitate higher life forms? Can they masquerade as humans?
Apparently not. They seem to be limited to inorganic subjects.
Then we'll go back without any inorganic material.
But our clothes, they can imitate the synthetic fibers, belts, gloves, boots.
We're not taking our clothes. We're going back without anything at all.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Get me a beam to central monitor immediately.
The nearest cruiser was 2 light hours away, Captain Daniel Davis commanding. Tight beam communication was established after coordinates were flashed from central monitor.
This is Captain Davis. Can you read me?
I read you. Commander Morrison here. Captain, you are to make a planetfall as soon as possible at coordinates to be supplied you. We are going to board your ship naked.
Naked?
That's right.
That's, well,
When will you land?
at about 1,500 hours, I'd say.
Captain, would it be possible for your men to...
I'll have my crew below decks. We'll land on robot control.
Thank you. Wood, sign off the transmission.
Yes, ma'am.
There was some objection among the enlisted personnel, particularly in the women's quarters. The ship landed at 1,200 hours, 3 hours sooner than expected.
All hands disrobe immediately. All personnel report to field, ready to embark.
So soon? I didn't hear the ship land.
It's there, all right. We'd better go. Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Larry, you go ahead. I'd rather get ready alone.
Parked in the center of the landing field was a cruiser, its hull pitted and dented by meteor strikes. It lay motionless, with no sign of life aboard. A crowd of naked people was moving across the field, blinking in the bright sunlight. Commander Stella Morrison, without any sign of rank apparent, paused on the ramp and spoke to Major Lawrence Hall beside her.
Larry,
Yeah? What is it?
I'm scared.
Why?
I don't know.
Psychological reaction. Forget it. It's a reaction to nudity carried over from early childhood. Come on, we're holding up the line.
Larry, I want to go back.
Stella, look. Now, at least Davis kept his promise. There are no enlisted men lining the hatches to enjoy the view. You see, it's dark in there. There's nothing to worry about. Come on. Up you go.
The last of the research team filed into the interior of the ship, and the hatch closed behind them. At exactly 1500 hours, Captain Daniel Davis landed his ship in the center of the field. Automatic relays opened the main lock hatch and lowered the ramp. Davis and his staff sat in the control cabin waiting.
Oh, how do you like that? Where are they? Well, maybe the whole fool thing is a joke. We've waited an hour already.
They waited. And waited. But no one came.
You have just heard X-1, presented by the National Broadcasting Company in cooperation with Galaxy Science Fiction Magazine, which this month features Double Dare by Robert Silverberg, which demonstrates that pride can lead to much worse than a fall. It can put a man out on a limb and keep him there. Galaxy Magazine, on your newsstand today. Tonight, by transcription, X-1 has brought you Colony, a story from the pages of Galaxy written by Philip K. Dick and adapted for radio by Ernest Kenoy. Featured in the cast were Frederica Chandler, John Larkin, James Stevens, Larry Robinson, Bill Quinn, and Alan Bergman. Your narrator was Norman Rose. Your announcer, Fred Collins. X-1 was directed by Daniel Sutter and is an NBC Radio Network production. Hear music in the Morgan manner. Russ Morgan, live weekday mornings on NBC Bandstand.
Good morning, weirdos. How are we today? You can hear the sound of my air conditioner cranking already, just to make sure it's going to stay cool today. You never know. You never know. They say, ooh, it's going to be nice today, and then it's like in the low 100s.
Yeah, that's nice. Hot cheese.
So I'm just a little bit excited this morning, because I went and I saw ELO with my daughter. Because she's the most awesomest in the world. And now I'm just kind of sitting here, still in shock. Still in shock. Waited my whole life to see ELO.
Ha.
Yeah. Gonna get a little misty-eyed. Gonna get a little chewed up. A little bit clamped. You know. Because, I mean, wow. Hello, wow. My goodness. I was just like totally blown away, you know. I mean, wow, Jeff Lynne was right there. He's right there. She's right friggin' there. Oh my god. Wow, Craig sent a photo. Alright. Wow, that's a great photo. That's a great frickin' photo. Get out of here, yeah? Yeah? Right.
What the hell was I gonna do?
Just checking people out here. Booyah. Booyah. Oh, Kevin Smith is still making movies. I bet it's another fucking Juby and SpongeBob or something. Who the fuck? I don't know what the hell the guy's shit is. He's got no imagination. You know, when all of your movies have the same guys in it, because you can't create new characters. Is that it? Jeez Louise. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Jay and Silent Bob movies. Not a fan of Kevin Smith movies. It's just fart humor. I mean, it's just stinky fart humor. That's all it is. Got toilet humor, juvenile, you know, boys' locker room humor. I mean, not men's locker, boys' locker room humor. It's just, yeah. You know, it's nice not to grow up, but I mean, come on, let's leave the juvenile stuff behind. Come on, please. Por favor. Ha. Well. Doggy. There you go. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. Totally. So, looks like there's nothing really going on there. Let me go ahead and show you this, this photo of my friend that he posted here. Because it's pretty cool. Come on, open it up. All right, here it is. There's my friend, Craig. What a great photo. It looks like it's been polished up a bit. There's a lot of stuff that looks really smooth and perfect. It looks almost animated. It's a really good, you can really tell here in the skin and stuff that it looks animated, right? Or not animated, but filtered. Totally. Totally, and that is Craig. There you go. Yo, Craig, what's up? He does roadie stuff, I guess is what you would call it. Backstage, behind the scenes, setting up, breaking down. He's a show guy. I don't know how you call a show guy. I think he does shows. Yeah. Sheesh. I've only known Craig about 25 or 30 years. My goodness. Right? I mean, right? I am worked. I did not get any sleep in last night. I laid down at around 1 and probably dozed off for a good hour, and then got up and stared at my clock, waiting for the snooze alarms to go off again. It was pathetic. Good old insomnia, you know? Good old insomnia. You like my shirt? Over and out. Over and out. Wow. Oh, there's a little logo I missed down here. Imaged. I imagined with AI imagined. AI imagined with AI imagined. Okay. So it's been AI'd. It has been AI'd. I want to be AI'd. Can somebody AI me? AI, 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 AI. It's like somebody, like a robot laughing. AI, 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 AI. Robot. Like, oh, speaking of robot, this morning I listened to an episode of X-1. Didn't have any robots in it, but it was written by Philip K. Dick, who was, you know, the Blade Runner guy, right? Well, not Blade Runner, so to speak. It was Do Electric Unicorn's Dream. Because I think that was the original story. I think that was it. Do Electric Unicorn's Dream. Or something like that. If anybody's there and wants to correct me, feel free to correct me. I like to be corrected. Correct. No, really. No, really. I want to talk about ELO, but I don't want to do it while there's nobody there, because, you know, somebody's going to come in halfway through a story or something. Oh, what the hell are you talking about? And then just leave. So if you show up, you know, let me know you're there. Lemon. Boy. Boy. Yeah, my brother gave me a video chat last night. Pretty cool. Not for a whole long time, but it was neat nonetheless. Thanks. Ah, yeah. Totally. And we discussed, among other things, ELO and stuff, but we talked about shirts. shirt designs, which was really cool that I got to talk to him before I went to the shirt guy. Because, yeah, he brought up a few really good ideas. Of course, I don't remember any of them now, so I've got to get in touch with him, and hopefully he'll remember. Yeah, so I've got some preliminary ideas, and I need to get down to the shirt maker and just say, here's my ideas, go with it. You know. Basically, I'm just doing vintage reproductions of shirts that I remember from the day, right? Yeah. You work. You work so hard. Oh. I listened to so much ELO yesterday. And my daughter had her room open, her door open during all of it. Because when I put on good records to listen to, she leaves her door open. Most kids nowadays wouldn't care to listen to what dad's listening to, right? But she's my offspring, and that's how she claims to love what I love, is that she's my daughter. And I guess I did right. She cried during just about every song at the concert, which just proves how much she really, really loved being there. Yeah, it was freaking awesome. The most awesomest part was being there with my daughter, right? I mean, Jeff Lynne there, my daughter right here. It was perfect. It was perfect. It was the only way it would have been more perfect had I seen my friend from photography class, and I could have given her the items that I brought for her. Because I like to give stuff away, you know. I like to say, "Oh, check this out. I think you'll like this." People used to give me things, and you always think when somebody gives you something, you think it's to make you happy. It ain't it. It's the givee or the giver that gets the most out of it, I think. Being a giver and a givee, yeah, I would have to say I get more enjoyment from giving rather than receiving. I honestly do. I would rather give something to somebody and see that whole thing happen than to have to try to manifest that whole thing in me, right? Ooh, wow, thanks. Gosh, this is awesome. I didn't really want that. You know, but when you take the time, no, not really. When you take the time to pick out something specifically for someone, because you really, really want to make that person happy, even if you're not super, friends with that person, it doesn't matter. It is the act of giving. Of course, when you do that, you have to be sure that you have enough money to mail what you're giving. Or don't give so much all at once that requires you to spend a fortune to ship it, right? I get myself locked into these things. Ah, jeez. Yeah, really. Oh, geez. Now I made the association. There's these cakes and pastries and stuff, and every once in a while, you get one that's got a kind of a fruity flavor, like this lemon thing here. And while it didn't hit me last night while I was eating it, I just now made the connection in my head that it tastes like Fruit Loops, which sucks, because now it's just going to taste like Fruit Loops. It's not going to taste like the lemon. It's going to taste like a lemony Fruit Loop cake, basically. And it's funny because it was a ring. It was a lemon ring. So a lemon loop. Funny. Yeah. So like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was just so, wow. I'm still all emotional over the concert. Yeah. Let's see, last night, oh, pretty late. My daughter, I don't even remember when it was that we went out. I just remember that finally both of us had our act together at the same time, and it's like, okay, let's go to Walmart. And we picked up stuff for my daughter's first day at university. She's starting San Bernardino today. So we went to Walmart and picked up a really nice cooler, because it's important to have a really nice cooler that stays really cool in the desert, because she is going to be going to the Palm Desert campus right next to the Acrisure Arena, just across the freeway from the Acrisure Arena. So she's going to be down in Palm Desert twice a week on campus there all day long. She's got to get down there in the morning for her friend's first class, and then she's got all morning long, pretty much all day long, till her afternoon class. And then I believe she has one class. I think she has one class down there at the campus twice a week. And she's going down there with her friend in the morning and coming back in the evening after her class. Right? She's only got one class, so she's waiting for her friend to get out of her class so she can come home. She had the last class, but then she had to change curriculum a little bit. So now she's just, I guess she's just down to one, or maybe it is two. No, I think it's just one. She had 2 days, or 2 classes, 2 days a week, same day. And I think she's down to 1 class on campus and 3 online classes. So she's pretty much going to have the day on campus to do schoolwork, which should get her wrapped up. She should, if she uses her time wisely, she will be able to knock out most of her schoolwork during those 2 days on campus, because she'll have a place to work. She'll have a nice, environment. The whole school environment is the best place to do that stuff, right? Let's see. I just want to take a look at the map. Yeah. And go down here. And see where she's going to campus here. Oh, that's too far. Yeah, the Warner Acrisure Arena. So it should be right here. Yep. University. So let's see, she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings on her little campus here. That includes the theater. Okay, so there's the bookstore. But I don't see a library. So it'd be good if there was a library there, right? Because that's pretty much what she's going to need. And I know they have like a lot of hallways with nooks and places to work places to lunch, study, relax. Oh, there's UCR in Palm Desert, right next to it. I did not know that. Huh.
Huh.
Well, that's pretty cool. It's only 3 buildings. As compared to the 5 buildings. Ooh. So that's pretty cool. 2 campuses right next to each other. And a lot of room on that chunk of property there to really, really, really build up that campus. That's cool. Wow. I'm pretty excited about that. Applebee's is right across the corner there. Billy Q's, JT's Diner, Solomon's, Saloma's,
Solano.
Yeah, Billy Q, pizza. Ooh, Cold Stone. Let's see, there's nothing really within walking distance. There's a Carl's Jr. down the street, a Jack in the Box, a Goodies. Yeah, the usual crap. Subway. Well, that's not too bad. Which is exactly why she's bringing lunch every day. There is no online or on-campus kitchen. There's no, what you call it?
Cafeteria.
That's it. So, yeah. Boy. All right. Remember, if anybody shows up, let me know you're there, and we'll talk. I'll warm up my coffee. Oi. Whew. Whew. Oh, yeah. Every day is a hell of a chore just to get moving. Not necessarily, like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't get moving. No, it's like physically pained so much that I just cannot frickin'. I was trying to explain to my brother last night about just being so physically aged and decrepit, right?
And he's like, how can that be?
And I'm like, well, gosh, we're different, first of all. And I don't know, man. Nutrition. It probably all goes back to nutrition. Poor nutrition, poor exercise. That kind of thing. Which goes right back to early childhood. Probably started there, right? Uh-huh. I was talking to my daughter, told her that had I been smart enough, I would have gone vegetarian decades ago. And I asked her, I said, so what do you think? You think that, maybe in the next couple of years you'll start taking on a more plant-based diet She said, yeah, for sure. And I said, okay, well, good. If you're going to do that, be sure to watch where you get your stuff, because fruits and vegetables are good for you unless they're, you know, genetically modified and laced with all kinds of toxins to keep the bugs off, right? I'd rather have something that a bug crawled on than something that's been poisoned to keep the bugs off, right? Do something else to keep the bugs off, you know? Why aren't we breeding lots of birds and bats and stuff that eat bugs? You know, I mean, groves and fields of food should be filled with other creatures that help the plants. Plant stuff next to the plants that help protect it, right? I mean, it's a thing. You know, if you can plant beans and corn together because they help each other grow, well, why can't you plant something else there that helps keep the bugs away? You know? Huh? And we need bugs and microbes and the stuff that they're trying to kill off with these poisons. We need those things. You can't keep killing off parts of the environment and then wonder why other parts are dying, right? I don't know, man. What's going on? I just killed off all the bad stuff, but now all the good stuff's dying. What happened? What'd I do? Don't fuck with Mother Nature. That's it. Man, I was bawling like a little schoolgirl. Sitting here bawling my eyes out, listening to ELO. Shock finally wore off, and wow. Wow. I don't think it would have been as impactful had I not seen it with my daughter. She made all the difference in the world. Going to see a concert with someone that special just makes it like beyond what you could ever imagine. Fucking A. Fucking A, man. Ha. Darn it. Darn it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's too much. It's just too much, right? I am wiped out, people. I just want to go back to bed. Yeah. Totally. Friggin' totally. Of course, since my daughter is starting at the university this morning, the house should be waking up shortly. So my daughter has to leave here at 7:30, and it being 5:30, I imagine I should hear her alarm soon. Yep. Or hear her come out. And then a bunch of little dogs following along. You know, I couldn't imagine at all living without little dogs around. Before it was like I had no use for little dogs. I just want a big dog. That's it. A big dog is useful. But oh, those little dogs are so useful. They're not just like an alarm clock, right? Or a burglar alarm. they are like fabulous little buddies. You know? Just the best little friends ever. And the cool part is that they treat each other like best little friends, you know? They just hang out together, play together, do everything together, sleep together, dog pile. Yep. It warms my heart. Totally. For sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. So, ELO, they're probably sold out now, right? They're probably so totally sold out, you're never going to find tickets, right? Like, no way. Am I gone? But I'm going to go to my Ticketmaster. To my Ticketmaster app, because I only have a few apps, but that's a necessary one. And we are going to do punch in ELO. And, ELO again. Right, there's another one. And let's go all the way to the end and look at the very last event. Inglewood at the Kia Forum on the 26th. 2 nights. 25th and 26th. Over and Out tour. Oh wow. $100. That's not too bad. I got him. Oh, salumi, dimi salu. Some resale tickets. Oh, a lot of resale tickets. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No way. Am I gone? No way. Yeah, just in the 200s there. The only ticket sections that are left are in the 200s. A lot of tickets in the 200s. You know, the prices aren't bad. I guess it's just a matter of if you want to be there bad enough. Yeah, we'll see. It's coming right off of a concert. And my daughter, of course, is probably going to be beat from that festival. Let's see, October 24th is on a Thursday, so it's after her, the day after one of her classes. So it's feasible. It's 4 days after the festival. Yeah, she's going to the festival and then going to class the next day, and then have a day off and then class, and then we could go to We could go to the forum. I would see him again. See the first show and the last show. How hot would that be, right? How hot would that friggin' be? Like, oh my god, that's like no friggin' way. Yeah, like for sure. Yeah, I could totally dig that. You know. And the forum, you know, fabulous forum. In Inglewood. Of course, it's called the Kia Forum now. It's a fabulous forum. It will always be the fabuloso. The Formo Fabuloso, right? Totally, dude. Yeah, I'm like so. Oh. Yeah, we better finish eating this because I got a lot of smoking to do. House should be waking up any time now. Wow. Wow. Starting to feel a little emotional. Oh yeah. Big time. Big time. Am I God? No way. Aw. Am I God? No way. Wow. Well. Southwest Desert. All right, looking for actors. Right? Yeah, I could do that. I could be one of those guys. I could do that, man. No way. Oh my god, no way. You're not giving that away, are you? Ah, jeez. Okay. Oh, I just cannot wait. Oh my gosh. Cannot wait to take a nap. I am so wiped out. Bark. Arr. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god. trying to find this post here that a friend did this morning. It looks like a post of a song. Well, it's really hard to tell, but it looks like my friend was kind of just straight across from where I was. Yeah. Well, I can't play the video because, you know, the music will get me booted. Yeah, man. Hello. ELO. Hello. That's what I thought it meant, man. I thought it was the name was LO. LO. I want to listen to some LO. Huh? Ah. Really? Yeah, I need sleep. I need mega amounts of sleep. I don't know why. I'm an insomniac. I should be used to it, right? I mean, no sleep, that's right in my wheelhouse. Maybe that was too sugary for this morning, but I had to have it. So the biggest bummer about this weekend was not that I felt like crap, but that I didn't get to go see my friend Saturday night. David was part of a show at one of the local eatery pubs, and damn it, I always miss all the good stuff. And then of course I couldn't go out last night because I had too much channel stuff to deal with, and helping my daughter get ready for class, still trying to recuperate from that Vegas trip. It's just got offset, you know, everything's always just kind of cattywampus. So my plan today is to get done here and start some stuff. I've got to get one thing done for tonight. Well, I've got to get a bunch of stuff over to this computer and get one thing done for tonight over to this computer, and that'll hook me up. Then this evening after the show I can get caught up. Alright. Sounds like we got dogs waking up in there. Let me go see if they need my assistance. I will be right back. Gonna leave you in the silence and gonna put you here.
Yeah, things are starting to wake up.
The dogs are awake. Hey, Betty. Come on, Bessie. Come back to the show. Come back to the show, Bessie. Big face drinking some water. All right, Catty Wumpus.
Hello, is anybody there? Is this thing on? Hello?
Oi. I could probably take a nap during the show. Right? If I could get this thing to go bleep, 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 bleep when a message or a comment. How do you do that? How do you activate your phone so that it goes bleep, bleep, bleep when somebody leaves a YouTube comment? Or, pardon me. Because that's pretty much what I need. Come on, Bessie. Come on. She likes her big bed. Big Bessie bed. Alright. I'm gonna get a little comfy here. Oh, Catty Wampus. My goodness. Whew. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I'm telling you. What am I telling you? I'm telling you what I'm telling.
I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
I think I said something about cattywampus. Or mulligan. Mulligan? Did you say mulligan? I don't know. Over and out, baby. I was going to get a hat. And then I'd like, it's just too much money, you know. I can go to the website and get a hat, right? So, getting a shirt at the concert is important for memorabilia. Hi, Titty Footy. Oh, she's such a cute little girl. She's the oldest here. And she's retired. She's retired.
Did you say she's real tired?
Yeah, she's real tired. Boy. So let's see. Mom will be getting up here soon to make lunch for the kid. Drink some coffee and get ready to take her over to her friend's house for commuting. So, yeah, this place is going to turn into a little bit of a ruckus fest here. That's totally cool. You probably hear little squeaks from the faucets and little squeaks from the titty footy. Little titty footy. Hello, titty footy. You come over here, titty. No, not my lap. Come on, come here. You want to go sit with your girl. You want to sit with your big face Bessie. Aw. Such buddies. Such buddies. You know, Tootsie raised Bessie. Yep. Tootsie was the surrogate mom after, I don't know, I think like a one-eyed pigeon or something was raising the animals, and that was after like a cat or a rabbit or something. My father would put animals in charge, depending on their seniority. He would put them in charge of the rest of the animals, and all the other animals would have to listen up, right? And Tootsie was that animal over in his house. She was the last of the matriarchs. And when she got here, she no longer had to be that, and she retired. And now she's just pampered. All the other dogs just pamper her. Yes, because she's such a good girl. A tutti putti. A tutti putti. Yeah. It's time to wake up in the old household here, in the old crazy house. Time to wake up in the crazy house. Because that's what we do. We wake up. It's M for Monday. M for me, Michael. Monday movie. Memories. M for microwave. Because I got to warm up my coffee. I'll be right back. You entertain them, Tootsie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. You looking at me bum? Are you looking at me bum? You cheeky monkey. You bum looker. You looking at me bum? Alright. Alright. Oh, I've got a crap load of videos to make. Just a crap load. It's a good thing I'm going to ease up on the borrowed content. But that just means that I've got to get all of my borrowed content ready by the end of this week. And then concentrate on original content. I think I'm going to do stay in the mood of the nighttime show and do some more of my father's old-time radio. I'm going to have to set up a big machine in here and transfer tapes, digitize some tapes. I'd like to digitize them and at the same time try to put them onto VCR. If I can get this stuff transferred to VCR, then it's easier to share with friends. I can put it on a disc or a thumb drive or something and give it to them. It's not easily used by us old fogies that way. If I send a couple of VHS tapes to my brother, I've already sent him a couple of VCRs. Send my sister a VCR if she doesn't have one, and send her a couple of videotapes. Boom, bada bing bang boom. Right? Done. But not before I get through with it. I want to get it uploaded to the channel first. But it seems like this is the year to get all of this shit done. Because I don't know how much more of this shit I can take, right? I just don't know. I asked my daughter the other day, I said, you know what the second thing that I say to myself every day? She said, what? I said, shake your booty. She laughed. I said, you know what the first thing is that I say to myself every morning before I say shake your booty? She said, what? I said, you're getting too old for this shit. Which is pretty much true. I say you're getting too old for this shit, and then I get up and it's like, all right, shake your booty. What are you going to do, right? You can't not shake your booty. You might as well be dead. So shake your booty. Shake it, but don't break it. Yeah. 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 Totally. I'm really, really like, wow. I'm like so amazed. Yeah. I think at this point I could just turn off a couple of lights, tuck myself into this chair with a good pillow, and I could just, right here in this chair, right in this very chair. Of course, there's a day bed right there, but it's just packed full of, everything that was down here the other day. There's a room that I need to deal with. Oy. Oy. Dude. Too much. Much too much. So the next concert we're going to is in October, unless my daughter decides she wants to go do something in September, which is quite probable that she will come up with some kind of concert to go to in September, her and a friend, me and her and her mom, something, so that she gets that September slot filled in, right? She's got to have a concert, at least one concert a month, right? More than likely 2 or 3, knowing my daughter, but at least one, right? Right? At least what? Did you find your September concert yet? Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll see. Totally. Totally. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. What's really cool about that Acrisure arena is that it's so small. It's so intimate, right? And you can see more than just, you know, the run-of-the-mill smaller shows. You can actually see big shows, you know. Granted, this was a warm-up show for the tour, right? The first show, you keep it small, you know, you don't go too crazy because you're trying everything out. It was really cool and really intimate, you know. And seeing Harry Styles in the same place, I mean, come on, those are so high-dollar shows, and to get to see him so close and in such a small place, that was beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I can't wait to see the next show at the Acrisure Arena, whatever it is. I just can't wait. I was hoping to see Heart there, or at the very least send my wife and daughter. So that's, you know, yeah, I gotta find them something to go to in September. What can they go see, right? REO Speedwagon or something. Yeah. Yeah. Natalie. Madeline. Madeline. I hear a dog. Oh, and there's Big Face. I'm a dog. You hear me? Do you hear me? I'm a dog. Hi, big dog. Hi, Big Face. Hi, Big Face. Hi, big girl. Oh, big girl. You are such the big girl. Hi, Sam. Good morning, Sam. Oh, good morning. Look at you guys. Is it morning? Is it morning? Hi, Sammy. Is that your girl? Is that your big girl? Is that your big girl, Sammy? What about me, Sam? Am I your big boy, Sammy? Sammy? Hi. Ah. I guess the dogs come first. Ah. Yeah. Right back to sleep. My goodness. My eyeballs are gonna fall out. Hot cheese. Hat cheese. Hat cheese, hat cheese, hat cheese. Whew, well, it's 6. I made it an hour. There you go. Is that you, Mom? Or is that Natalia? Huh? It's you, Natalia? Okay. Did you find a September show yet? No. Right on. Yeah, ELO forum tickets are still on sale for about 80 to 120. Yeah. On the last night. In the 200 sections. I just, on a whim this morning, I decided to check and was surprised that there's a lot of resales, but there's actually still have general adults left. Which is kind of crazy. 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 Hi, Sam. Are you crazy? Is you crazy, Sam? Hi. Crazy Bessie. Hi. Oh, big face. Did you want to go outside now? Can you put big face outside? You want to go outside? Did you want to go outside? You're wiggling. You have that wiggle. There you go, outside. Aha. Now she got a little trot. Got a little spring in her step. Wow, this is groovy. I'm usually alone in the mornings. The house is waking. Oh, this is going to be like this almost every morning now, twice a week. Gosh. I'll have companionship. More like, shut the hell up in there. I'm trying to get ready for school. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Oh my gosh. It's alright. I'll shut up when somebody actually starts watching. Then I'll shut up. That'll really piss them off. Why is he not saying anything? He's just sitting there drinking coffee. You haven't been paying attention, Harry. I'm gonna have to do actual bong hits. Right. Gonna have to switch it up. Yeah. Well. Oi. Coffee, mate. I got coffee, mate, and me coffee, mate. Well. Lordy. Lordy. Oh, okay. Oh, I better grab some items here. We need some items. Items. The old bongski. And a satchel. And a tray. A sushi wasabi tray, right? Bust up some more of this heritage here. It's good stuff. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good. It's good. Ah, looked like I was a little glitchy there. Now, see, it's usually me on the receiving end that's glitchy, not on the sending end. I think it's sending just fine, but on occasion it receives it crappy over here. nugs here, some little nugs. Little nugs for consumption for my brain and my pain. Yeah. Today is Monday. For some reason, I was thinking it was Old Time Radio Wednesday, but yeah, that's wrong. Mainly because the first thing I listened to on the show was an Old Time Radio show, so it kind of gives me that feel every day. Right. But it is Monday Movie Memories. Monday Memory Movie. Something about Mondays and movies and memories. Right? I don't know why I make this shit up. Sounds good when I make it up. Anyways. Jez. I was kind of hoping that my acquaintance slash friend slash school companion from several years back would show up and send me a comment so that I could arrange to get her those gifts that I set aside for her. Because that's what I like to do. Come on, Sam. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead. Come on, Sam. Where are you going? You going to stay over there on the blanket? Hi. You want the blanket up here? You want me to put the blanket on the chair? Yeah? You want to put the blanket on the chair? I'll put the blanket on the chair. Come on. Here. Here. Take this. Take that. And I will put the blanket on the chair the way you like it. Okay. There you go, bud. There you go. So, just to let you know, here we go. Because Sam likes to be on the chair and the blanket. So we put this blanket up here so he could cover up and do his morning relaxation thing. There you go, Sam. Hi. Good morning. You're so cute, Sam. You're so cute. So, anyways, orale, see. How's it going? This is me just chilling in my living room. You know? Totally, because this is what I do. Welcome to my world. The world of absolutely nothing. Yeah. A bigger place. That's the only thing that would be cool to change. Something bigger. I guess Big Face wants in. Let me go grab her. I'll be right back. Stay here. Entertain. Right back. Stay. I'm coming. Come on, baby. Need anybody? So maybe 12 hours will do it. 12 good hours of freezing. Yeah, well, it's not going to be super hot today, I don't think. We've been in kind of a cooling trend lately. But I don't go outside much, right? What do you think, Sam? Give me a yawn. I love you too, Sam. You're good, buddy. You want to do another one? Huh? Give me another yawn? There's like 20 people out there yawning, going, knock that shit off. just made me yawn 4 times, you fucker. What about you? You want to go in, huh? All right, time to go in. There you go, buddy. There you go. He likes to get covered up. It's his thing. Little dogs, you know. He likes to burrow and nest. He probably knows mom's getting up. He's like, oh man, why bother trying to go to bed? I just come in here, find a little nest, get hooked up. Yeah, that's nice. So at some point, I'm going to take a few minutes to go in and help my wife and daughter pack the cooler for the first day. We put a lot of stuff together last night, snacks and whatnot. Trail mix, made a bunch of homemade trail mix. My daughter picked out peanuts, chocolate chips, banana chips, apple chips, and dried mango. So we'll give that a try for a first trail mix and see what she wants to add or subtract to that. She'll probably switch out the mango strips for something a little more chewy or a little more gummy, right? A little more jelly type. Ooh, jelly beans. Some kind of real fruit jelly bean type thing would probably work, right? That would be neat. But yeah, to try to, and some rice checks or wheat checks or something to throw in there to give it a little bit of crunch and pizzazz, right? Totally. Yeah. Gotta remind her to take the little cooler with her to the library so she can put her snacks in it at the library or wherever she's going to sit on campus and do her work. I think there's a study hall that she can go into and work in when she's not in class, which is pretty cool. It's a satellite campus, but they do have like 3 buildings for school, and then I think there's an administrative building, and then there's a theater, a big, place where they can do an auditorium theater type place. In small schools they call it an auditorium. In a university they called it a theater, but it's just a glorified auditorium. Yeah. So having a good lunch spot and an excellent study spot and maybe even a good nap spot. Those are 3 things that you want to find when you're on campus. Now, I have a car. My daughter is going to be with a friend who has a car, so she'll have the opportunity to go sit in the car. But it's Palm Desert, which means the car being in 110 degree sun is going to be 150, 160 degrees in the car. And it ain't happening. No shade trees. So she's going to need to find a couple of good spots on campus. When I went to school out here, same thing, out in the desert, hot. I even did a summer schedule once. But the library, find a good place in the library to go do your thing. A spot on a couch, a place in a corner on the floor, whatever. Start taking a cushion with you if you decide you just want to sit on the floor. Take one of those cushions that folds and can lean up against a wall and give you a back, or you can lay it out and kind of lay on it, right? Sure. You hook your bag around your arm and you doze off. You stay within visibility of people, so you're not like hidden in a corner where somebody can get at you. But you can find a place to nap. Campuses are supposed to be safe places, right? Find a nice quiet place to put your earphones on and get distractions down to a minimum and do schoolwork. She'll get to lunch with her friend, which is really cool. I mean, a whole semester of getting to go to lunch with your friend and then later on go to a class together. Wow. Wow. That's bitchin'. That's bitchin'. I never got to go to college when I was young, but I did go twice. Once in my 30s and then once in my 40s. I had fun both times. Did lousy the first time in my 30s. In like 2004, 2005. Just did horribly. Just got like F's and D's and C's and stuff. Of course, when I went this time out here, before, it was just my wife and I didn't have a daughter. And when I decided to go out here to rehabilitate from my accident, my daughter was in grade school out here. So I was kind of in competition with her. But I did much better out here. Because I was smoking pot. I started smoking pot again to take the place of pain pills. And that and the competition with my daughter and not focusing on graduating. My goal was not to graduate ever. And my goal was to stay as busy as possible and work on me as much as possible, right? And that didn't include getting a degree. I had no care about impressing anybody with my piece of paper, right? It just wasn't in the cards. So I went there for 2.5 years, did as much as I could do, and left. I could go back and get a couple of units and graduate, but I don't want to do math and history and that kind of crap. It's just, what's the point? Yeah, that's what the point is. So yeah, I'm real excited. So I didn't realize that UCR was right next door. That's crazy. That's neat. So you got friends that went to UCR? No? They probably went straight from high school, right? Yeah. That takes balls there. Oh, yeah. Let me know when you need a hand kind of throwing everything in the cooler. Let me know if you need a hand putting everything together, throwing stuff in the cooler and whatnot. Okay. Be sure to take cold waters and just put some more in the fridge, I guess. I don't want to be too distracting. She's such her own person with her own way of doing things, you know. I just get in the way. Just kind of wait in the wings to be asked to do something. But that's cool. First day on the university campus, and she's going to be there all day. She should be home just before dark. Right? Just got light out. She's going to be home just before dark. So she'll be gone about almost 12 hours. 11 hours. 10 or 11. She leaves here at 7:30. Gets home at 6:30. 6:30. That's a pretty long day. Pretty long day. Now, she can't do any napping, or she'll have to do contacts and glasses and stuff and change back and forth. So napping probably isn't in the cards. It's just going to be a lot of snacking and keeping busy, snacking and keeping busy, and then trying to get good sleep at home so that you have the energy for that every day, right? I mean, back when I was going to college, I was on limited energy, mainly because I was, getting high a lot to deal with the pain. But I had no chance for naps during those days where I had to be on campus all day. So I would just have to try to get to sleep as early as possible. Sometimes I'd come right home from school and just crawl into bed, just eat and just crawl into bed, and try to get a good chunk of sleep. Because I knew by the end of the week I was going to be running on fumes. A couple of hours of sleep. Stupid insomnia just takes its toll. Alright, I'm going to heat this coffee up. Do some more hits. Hot coffee. Oh yeah. Telling you. I am telling you. So, oh man, what a great weekend, what a great show. I mean, you'll never believe the stuff that went on. It's impossible to imagine things like that happening, right? Anyways, I'm just going to sit here and drink coffee and smoke weed until somebody shows up. Because there's some great stories. And I am just wiped out. I don't think I could tell them twice. Let's see here. The mother load. So yeah, now that I've got my cameras set up in here, I do believe I will be arranging to move this stuff here that way and park a table here that I can then work on, a work table, a workbench, right? And I think at least one day a week I'm going to be going live just fucking with shit. Put stuff on the table and talk about it, open it up, fuck with it, use it, play with it, discover it, fix it, repair it, whatever we got to do to whatever it is, and start getting into using a lot more of the stuff in the room here. And I'll probably go ahead and pull the shades on this light here so it'll get a lot brighter right here. See, as light as this little windy right there, that light right there, it'll get that bright in here. I've got some little paper curtains hanging in front of it now. Yeah. You don't get any better than that. ELO with your daughter. Wow. I got a whole nerve thing going on right here. All the way down right into here, and then right into here, and then right into there. And it's either nerve, neck pain, or the damn coffee's giving me a heart attack, right? Either way, I'm sick of it. Surrender me now. It's serenity now. Oh, surrender me now. Who's that? Tell me who that is. Tell me. Anybody? Oh, that's right. There's got to be somebody there in order for somebody to answer a question. So there you go. It being Monday, I guess I'm not going to get a whole lot of hello, how do you do? Hey, hi, how are you? Hey, hi, howdy. But that's okay, because I'm just going to crawl right back into bed here soon. Yeah. I'm going to do some transferring of data and some processing and saving of stuff for tonight, and then get up tonight and save it over and then be ready for tonight. And I'm just going to do that real quick, hopefully, and eat something at around 8. And then try to get a bit of a nap in. Maybe if I get up early enough after my nap, I can do some more work on stuff for the rest of the week, and I'm wiped out. It ain't the years, baby, it's the mileage. No, I don't want that. I hate it when it takes me there. I hate that, you know? Oh my God, come on, just do it. Oy. My monitor, my phone, and I can monitor the YouTube stuff and leave these screens just for production, right? You don't give a shit, do ya? Do ya? Oh, let's tuck that butt in. There you go. There's your butt. And you're tucked in. Oh, ants. Of course, the ants decided to come in. Without fail, at least once a year, the ants want to come in. Looking for the uncles, I don't know. You wake up one morning and there's just a row of ants coming in from some place, and usually under a door, just a little crack in a door, a little place where there's no rubber, and they just, here we come, and they just march their little freeway in, and usually they go right for the dog food, because the dog food is the easiest, quickest, right there on the floor, and they love dog food. I don't know what, I guess they're into protein dudes. So they come in and they just destroy the dog food. And so then you get the dogs are pissed off, and then the ants are on the dogs. And then what gave it away was we got home the other night and Sam started scratching at his lip like there was something, like he got bit. And of course he did, he got bit by an ant. So I got up and immediately checked, and wouldn't you know it, dog food bowl full of ants. So we shuffled the dogs off the other end of the house, and I got the Vivo stuff out, and I sprayed everything down, put their food, dumped their water, had to clean everything out and give them fresh stuff, and then just let them eat out of the food tub, because it's got a seal and a lock on it. So I just opened it up, let them eat, because when we get home late at night, the first thing they want to do is eat. So we left it open for a little bit, and then before we went to sleep, we closed it up, put everything away. And then, of course, like 2 hours later, my wife wakes up normal time in the morning, because I, of course, didn't get to sleep till 3 or 4 that night. So a couple hours later, my wife wakes up, and I'm like, out of a dead sleep, I hear her get up and say, I said something like, "We have ants," and I sprayed, and there's gook all over the floor. And went, don't let the dogs in. And that was it. And I was out. Woke up a couple hours later, and she was still cleaning. Sheesh. And then, of course, the ants decided to come in a different direction, so we had to deal with that the next day. No, that day. And then today, of course, they're probably coming in from another direction. And it's a mobile home, so you can't really go out and spray. Like a normal house, you just go out and you just spray the perimeter really, really good. A couple of feet, the house, and then out a couple of feet, all the way around. And they don't get anywhere near the house. When you got a mobile home, you can't do that because they're already underneath, and they just find a little, what do you get a spray around every one of those metal tiers? I mean, come on. Oy. So all we can do is just block the places where they come in with the spray. And then keep hitting those spots so they stay the fuck away. That's it. That's all you can do. That's it. Well, you can do more, but man, how? There's just so many places for them to get in. It's like if you see a mouse or a rat, what do? Well, you try to find out where they're coming in, and then you attack that spot and make it so that if they come through that spot, boy, they're in a world of hurt, right? Same thing with ants. Just find out where they're coming from. See, now I'm getting all fidgety. Where are they? Where are they? See any ants? You guys see any? Let me know if you see an ant. All right. I'm going to draw a picture of an ant right below the YouTube thing there. Hey, there's one. Far out. Am I gone? Oh. Boy. So I need to start putting together a calendar of not just programming stuff anymore, but like, okay, today I've got to do this. In order to get to this end here, I've got to start doing things. I've got to start doing something every week to get to the end next year. So I'm going to have to work that calendar. I need to start at the event and plan and put everything on the calendar for the event and what to do, and then work backwards from that. At the same time, I need to work forwards from that at the other end of the calendar. So at some point, we kind of overlap and go toward the event. Boy. Yeah, I promise I will do shirts this week. I have to. I've got to have something going on in September. And that's going to give me at least 6 good months of fundraising. So by the time it comes down to actually book the acts 6 months before the event, or 5 or 6 months, I'll know for sure whether we're going to have it in the budget. We're going to be doing donations to pay for most of the event, but people will still have to pay for parking and camping and day use and that kind of stuff, which will come in a ticket price to also help offset the price of extra funds needed for the event, because it's going to be a pretty penny. The total estimates right now are looking at like over 10 grand just for entertainment and logistics, right? food. But yeah, it's pretty heavy duty. Heaviest dutius maximus. Okay? So you're going to hear doors and squeaks and clicks and stuff. People are waking up. Daughter's going off to university this morning. So I may leave you here to go help her pack some things and to get ready. And then, of course, leave you here again to go say, "Oh, my baby." Hey. Oh, my God. Crazy. Oh, my baby. Yeah. Crazy. We're so lucky to be in the position we're in, I guess. To be poverty stricken and still be able to enjoy life to the fullest, right? Yeah. Living a Spartan existence, I guess, really helps. It don't look too Spartan. No, not that kind of Spartan. You know, financially Spartan. Most of this yard sale crap, anyway. Oh my God, is that two realistic TR-3000s? Oh my God, no way, really? That's not yard sale stuff. Depending on what kind of yard sales you go to, yeah, it is. Yard sales, both of them together, one shot. True stuff. Good story. What's up, Bugaboo? What's up? What's going on, Bugaboo? Oh, man. Lovey-dovey face. Oh, my leg's cramping up. There goes my leg. I knew it was coming because all the exercise going up and down those stairs at the Acrisure arena. Man, those stairs tore me up. You could feel my calves tighten each time I went up. And then laying down, and as soon as I lay down in bed, my foot just starts going. Cramp time. Last night I had a big old tall glass of milk. It's like, I don't want to have cramps. Hi, Sam. Hi, mister. But this leg here is one hell of a tight calf. Totally. There you go. There you go. Hi, buddy. Hi. Big boy. Daddy at a house. Well, if somebody shows up, let me know that you're there so I can wake up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna vegetate. Oh. Ow. Yep. There go my legs. Rather one. I know, Sam, huh? He hears me wince or moan in pain, and he looks at me like, dude, what's wrong? Are you okay? Can I help you? What can I do? You know, he's like if he was a human, he'd be a male nurse, right? And he'd be like the best male nurse ever. Because he is, you know, or that dog that comes along to help the kidnapped kid get rescued from the kidnappers. That would be Sam. He goes, all right, there you go, buddy. There you go. Into your nest. Get into your nest. There you go. There you go, buddy. There you go. What a good boy. Make sure you can breathe. There you go, buddy. Okay, leg. You can stop cramping up now. Right? We've had enough of it. And it just keeps wanting to tighten up. So usually I just try to relax it and forget about it. And that will usually help. If I worry about it and try to do something with it to alleviate it, just makes it worse. So usually, like when your foot falls asleep, I just leave it alone and let it relax. Don't think about it, and don't try to control the muscles, because it'll just make it tighten up more. So I'm ignoring it, leaving it alone. It's kind of throbbing a little bit, twitching, wanting to tighten up, but it's got no tension in it, so it's just kind of there. Wants to tighten up. It hurts. It feels like it's like a foot waking up, huh? My phone charger. Oh, that. Yeah. For the, what kind of phone? Oh, the white one, okay. Yeah, no problem. You want to take it with you?
No, I just...
You sure? You can take it, because mine's fully charged. I won't need it. Terribly. All right. My calf feels better. It doesn't feel like it's just knotting up. Is that knotting up or Nottingham?
Shut up, you Robin Hood, you bastard.
All right. I like using this whole setup here to have just a regular old video chat with somebody, because I can change the camera and I can share more of what's going on, and I can pop stuff on the computer here and share it in the screen. Push me aside and pop me up there as a little window, and then I can share stuff on my other computer, you know, videos and photographs and stuff. So it's a lot of fun to have a video conference with somebody. Or we can have a video conference, just a back and forth conversation, and I can record it or go live, right? I haven't figured out how to do. I'd have to probably have another one of these mixers hooked up to my graphics computer, so that I've got a feed from another computer going into it, right? So that the messenger video chat actually has its own input that can then be shared over to here and uploaded as, as a multi-dimensional video, really. But I think I'm doing pretty good now. Doing pretty good. That song, Callin' America, is going through my head. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I was listening to ELO last night. And, man, I must have listened to 6 albums yesterday. And stopped after the 3rd side of the last one that I was listening to sit and have dinner and watch MacGyver with my wife, and then run off to Walmart. Hi, Tutti Frutti. Hi, Tootsie Footsie. What are you, Tootsie Fritz and Tootsie Footsie? That's Sam. Look, there's Sam. See? Sam. It's Sam. I know, I just had to let her know you were there so she didn't dive on you. He's growling at her. He's like, no, man, stay away. I don't want company. Let's go with Bessie, Tootsie. Go on, go over there. Go over there. There you go. Go with your pal. You don't want company. He's comfortable right where he is. And you don't want somebody in his lap. It's Sam. You gotta listen to him. He's the man of the house. He's the man of the house. You used to be the mom of the house, but now he's the man of the house, so you'll have to no. Better leave him alone. Better leave him alone. She don't care. She's pushy. Pushy Tootsie. She's like, what'd I do? Go over there with Big Face. There you go. There you go. Go lay with your big face. I know you like to lay with Sam. I know. He's all worked up. Are you breathing heavy, Sam? I showed her you were there, and I told her not to bug you. Now what? You're going to get up and go in there with her? See, there you go. You're okay. You're okay. You're a good boy, Sam. You're allowed to have your own space once in a while. You take care of everybody else. Yes, you do. You're a good boy. You're the best buddy there is. Yes, you are. You're a good boy, Sam. Yeah, my buddy. My buddy. Oh, what a good boy. Sweet lips. You sweet little puppy, you. Dormant. You want this light out of your eyes? Is what you want? There you go. But you gotta be able to breathe. And let your nose out, okay? There you go. Good boy. You're a good buddy, and I love you, Sammy. Good boy. What a good boy. You're a good boy, Sam. He's a good boy. Yeah. He's, man, I've said this before, but he's the best dog I've ever had. You know, it's like they just get better and better. Best dog I've ever known. I've known some really cool dogs. And Sam takes the cake. This cake? No, there's not cake. Big face like there's cake. What? Another cake? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Let me go ahead and put this down. So, you get your eyes covered up. You can go to sleep. And those sweet little lips. Oi. Oi. Yeah, that face. Oh, that face. It's just such a face. Face. Yeah. Man. So let's see, it is 40 minutes to departure time for my daughter. 40 minutes, 40. So at some point we'll put together the supplies for the day, since it's an all-day trip. They'll snack, and then they'll have some kind of breakfast and lunch and dinner there. Twice a week. Sounds like the missus is now awake. So we'll probably be killing this microphone at some point over the next 20 to 30 minutes so that we can discuss the daily events and get things rolling and have a little privacy. But you're more than welcome to hang out here with my room and my sleepy dog Sam. Oh, and that face. Oh, that face. That face. Okay. That's the face. That is the face. That's the face. Face. It's the face. Oh my goodness, such a face. Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm going to send it. It is now sent. It's bloody well sent. Okay, now I'm back here on YouTube. And now I sent it, so that means I can go here to my computer. What's that? What does that mean? Alright, so I'm over here. And I am going to go see my messenger on Facebook. Grab the last photo, download it, and and then you can see this little guy. This little guy. Alright, let's see. Let's close that. Let's put this over into the morning show file and open it up in the morning show, and oh, that's not the morning show. It's close. It's right next to it. Ah, there he is. And there we go. And now we're going to open up this little photograph here that I just took. Right? So that only took, what, a couple of minutes to get from point A to point B. Here we go. And there's a cute little face that I'm looking at. Right here, next to me. Isn't that great? And let me see if I can then do that. So he's just sitting right there. And that's the little face that's looking at me. Isn't that adorable? Those little fuzzy lips. My little Burt Reynolds. Shh, don't wake him. That's a photograph, that's not a video. Oh my gosh, what are you thinking? That's not really live. I'm live, but that's just a photograph. I just took it, but it's just a photograph. Oh my god, no way. Yeah, way. Way? Oh my god, no. Shall listen. this back in there. What's up, Sam? Hairball? That's what happens when you lick all your hairy friends. You get hairballs. Or the price you pay for being a buddy. Yep. I know, huh? You're a good buddy, though. You're the best buddy, even if you get hairballs. Poor little fella. I thought the coffee was going to be weak, but I think it's strong. Then I accidentally poured too much water in it, which was why I thought it was going to be weak. I don't know, though. I was confused. I was so confused. Hey. Hey, alright. Sam face. Sam face. Oh, my goodness. I gotta put it on the big screen. Oh, my goodness. That space is so big and sweet. Oh, my goodness gracious me. I could just look at that face forever. Well, I do. I look at that face all the time. What a beautiful little face. Oh. 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 No, really. Alright, the shirt looks cool. Over now. Totally. Well. Kitchen is open. Comida. Food. Food. Just about 7. Well, I got about an hour to go. I can wait. Besides, I'm too tired to think about food. You know what I mean? Just too tired. I've been so tired lately. I'm always tired. All I do is wake up and I'm tired. And if I don't set an alarm, then I'm too tired to wake up. But then too tired to sleep. Tired of sleeping. Tired of waking. Tired of sausage. Tired of bacon. Sick of pretending. Tired of faking. Look at that, I'm rhyming. Rhyming Simon. Ah, jeez, did he really say that? Leave him alone, Harry. Oh, really? Oi. Oi. No way. If you're there, say hi. I'll tell a story. Otherwise, I won't. If you just sit there, I'll just sit here. Take that. Just take it. Fine, if you won't talk, I won't talk. Totally. 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 Alright. We'll do one of these bullets and then go pack the cooler. Pack it. Sounds like Mum's making sandwiches. Food. Yeah. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It is without fathom, it is unfathomable. Well, I guess nobody's here today. Oh my God, he's not going to shut up today. We better not show up. Doesn't go in the nose, goes in the mouth, I know. Get up, Tootsie, you get up. Hi, Whitefish, what are you doing? Huh? You little mushroom, what are you doing? You're cute. Alright? There's no denying it, Oliver. You are adorable. You are one cute little chihuahua mix. You are indeed. 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 Come on, girl, come on. There you go. You too, Ollie. Get up there. Get over there. Get up to Tootsie. You know what's your girl? Hi, Toots. Yeah. Oh, Sam. Sweet lip Sam. Let's see. What do we got here? We got Tootsie. There she is. She's got to make the bed. Oh, she's too funny. Too funny. There she is. Ah, she finally nested. All right, time for the goodbye. Be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, and I got a bunch of dogs looking at me like, where the hell did everybody go? It's just you? That's it? Now it's just you? Ah, jeez. Just gonna blah, blah, blah. Look at Tootsie, she's nervous. She's like, he's gonna keep talking again, isn't he? Man, maybe I should get out of here. Get up there, Oliver. Get up. Get up. Find your spot. Sit up there with your tootsie footsie. There you go. And you, am I your spot? Ugh. Boy. I guess I'm your spot, huh? Okay, it's gotta be close to breakfast time because I'm starting to get woozy. I'm starting to get a little woozy here. Right? Ah, jeez. Alright, let me get situated here, Sam. Alright, come on. Come on. There we go. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. Okay, we got all the buddies are here. All the buddies are here. I got a couple of buddies there. Got a buddy here. Got a buddy right there. It's Buddy Town. My buddies. My little buddies. Boy, you're getting a lot of salt and pepper gray hairs coming in here, Sam. Do you get one every time I go away from the house? That would suck. That would mean I'm the cause of all your gray hairs. You know what? We get older. We get gray. That's it. Some people get gray skin. Ew. Ah, jeez. Did he really say that? To all the gray people out there, I apologize. But you're probably alien hybrids, right? Another part of my conversation with my brother Robert last night. Pulling the Scully and Mulder shit. Yeah, I love it. Keep him guessing, right? Is he serious? Does he believe in that shit? Or is he just fucking around? I'm right down the middle. I'm 50-50 on everything. It's hard to believe in one thing anymore because you believe in something and it's bullshit. They say, oh, this is what science says, and then they come along a couple of years later and say, actually it's the other way around. We screwed up. We reversed the findings accidentally. The computer, it happens once in a million times, but gosh, what do you know? So to all those people out there who decided to follow our advice and died, there you go. But they said drinking coffee was healthy. And wine. Well, it is in moderation. No, it's not. It's just all poison. It's all poison. Coffee. I drink coffee every morning. I'm just poisoning myself. Right? Right? Like if I'm just going to suck down some booze every night. Same thing. Sucking down some booze, some cigarettes, some coffee, a little bit more dubage here, some cocaine, some whatever else. I mean, just bring it on. It's just all poison, But then again, so is most of the foods out there. They're laced with poisons, right? Toxins. Oh, the atmosphere's just fucked up. Every time we take a breath in, we're just filtering out the garbage that's in the air. It's our own fault, man. We did it. We did it to ourselves, man. Does humanity deserve what happens? Oh, probably. Is humanity going to suck it up and take it like a champ? No. Take it right in the chin? No. If humanity's going to get all Karened out and go, why is this happening to me? Because you didn't listen, fools. You had your chance to fix shit, and you fucked up. You just said, let's party. There you go. There you go. Right, Sam? He's like, oh, shut the hell up already. Can you not see I'm trying to sleep here? Can you not see that I'm trying to sleep? Oi, vey. Oi. Oi, mate. Oi. Tootsy schmootsy. Tootsy schmootsy. Oh, my Sam. Oh, my Sam. He's my buddy Sam. He's my best buddy Sam. He's the best buddy. He's my Sam. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Yep. Got a lot of gray hairs, buddy. But then Robert noticed that about Tootsie when he saw Tootsie's face. He's like, wow, she's got a lot of gray on that face. Yep, old Tootsie. Old Tootsie Footsie. Little Oliver, he's just whitey. He's just a white fish. Biscuits and gravy. That's it. Oh, crap. What are we going to make for dinner tonight? Oh, that's right. Chicken salad and or pasta. We'll make chicken salad for us tonight and my daughter tomorrow at school. And we'll make some chicken pasta for her tonight, so she's not eating the same thing twice. I don't know which one I'll have. I'll have one or the other. I don't know. A lot of sandwiches and stuff don't taste right anymore. Just regular angel hair and Alfredo. That tastes pretty good. That tastes all right. You start adding stuff to it, chicken, and it's like, I don't know. Then it gets iffy for me. vegetable. How about you? Any vegetables out there today? Any veggies out there today? Vegetons? I sure like my new long view here. You know, kind of brings you more into my world. We don't want to be here. Let us leave. Pardon me. I kill me. I'm just funny as hell. I make myself laugh. No, really. I crack me up. Nobody else is going to do it, right? I don't make me laugh quite like myself or my wife. She cracks me up. My daughter's got a pretty good sense of humor. Very subtle, but a very good sense of humor. I'm sure she's a lot funnier with her friends. I know at her age I was probably a lot funnier with my friends and not so much around family. My reasons were I just got tired of being on all the time. Her reasons are, she's a kid, she doesn't want to, she got no reason to come home and make her parents laugh, right? Even though she does have some great stories. And, wow. She's off to university. I'm going to start crying. Well, I guess the thing is, if her friend is sick or just for whatever reason is unavailable to go to school on a particular day, it'll be up to myself or my wife to take my daughter down there, but just for, I believe, one class, right? So it'll actually be an easy trip just to go down there and back. Go down there, hang out, let her go to her class. I can, sit, read, stream something, watch my YouTube channel, bring a guitar if I'm so inclined. I've been actually thinking about getting back into playing guitar, but because I have so much difficulty with the acoustic guitar neck and the stiffness of the strings and the blistering and all that, I think I want to investigate some kind of electric guitar that's got some really smooth action, right? I think that's going to help me want to play more, because I've really been starting to hear a lot of electric guitar in my head, where before it was just all I heard was acoustic and unplugged vocals, and now I'm starting to hear stuff electrified and synthesized, right? So hopefully I will get back into the feel, even if I can't sing because of a procedure that I got to deal with. It would still be nice to be able to sit and play the guitar. And strumming is nice, but being able to work on scales and chords and leads and some hardcore rhythms and stuff, that would be fun. So I don't know, not that I'm deserving, but maybe I'll ask for a little used electric guitar. Something that I can get checked out by a friend that is really, really easy to play and has all the little bells and whistles that I'm going to need. I've already got an amplifier, so I don't have to worry about that, but I would like to get some kind of effects pedal bay type thing where it's got a few different effects on it. I'd like to get old school flange and maybe a wah pedal, right? Slash volume pedal. Some hardcore distortion and some sustain, a little bit of reverb, so you can kind of mix it up a little bit and create some different sounds. Because when I was younger, I used to love to just sit in a room with a guitar and just sit and just rock out, you know. And I would come up with some really great stuff. So now that I have the ability to record stuff, I'd like to sit and try to do that kind of shit again. And I can just plug my shit in and go live and just say, all right, I'm recording live, because, you know, like I've said before, this is probably got to be the most real reality show out there, this one. And then I'm going to return to original content. So we'll get back to doing more reality show for the sake of reality, right? I try not to censor stuff. I try not to censor myself or edit what I'm going to say. For the most part, at the nighttime show, Nighttime Nonsense at Nostalgia at 5 p.m., that one I do censor myself. I don't get weird. I'm going to have to start censoring my music. Some of the music is coming off a little weird. So, that being said, I want to keep it as real as possible and let the channel happen organically. You know, I'll fade off of a lot of the borrowed content and bring up on the original content more. I've got a bunch of concert stuff that I want to go through. I'd like to go through and go through all of our Harry Styles concerts and create a bunch of Harry Styles video. 1975, Paramore, Lucas Nelson, whatever we did, whatever we saw, I want to do more videos. In fact, most of the stuff that I go to myself, I don't really record, because I'm trying to get it up here. I want to remember it up here. So I'm just trying to soak it all in. It's great when I go with my daughter, because she records everything. So I should be able to put together a lot of cool videos. Yeah. Excited. And I'd like to start doing some more documentary stuff. Some more of my episodic shows. Yeah. Out buying records and stuff. I'd like to really get into doing that one. I've got a whole stack of brand new records that I haven't opened yet, because I've been saving them to do episodes of out buying records and stuff, right? So that's kind of a show where I might just start going live with everything, since live is so much easier to produce. If I just create opening themes, compile photographs and videos, I can just sit here and do my show, right? And just keep it in the same format as me sitting here doing my record show. Only I might get someone to work the machine, spin it around, and set up a close-up shot of me, but mainly have it in a spot where I've got two chairs, or a chair and a display, a chair and an easel. So that'd be neat. And then have it edited live. You know, okay, when I talk about this, you switch over to this camera and you zoom in on this. And then when when I'm not talking about that, you come back to me. Or switch to the and I'll just have a list. This is what I'm going to talk about. Here's my script, and here are my cards, and to remind me of what I'm going to talk about, but not really a script of exactly what to say. Keep it organic. And then have that say, okay, well, when I discuss this, here are the photographs you're going to want to play. When I mention this guy, here's a photograph. When I mention this guy, here's a photograph. Here's the graphics, here's the cards, whatever. And create all of that ahead of time, and pull off a show a week, and add one of these a week, one of these a week, one of these a week, and try to bring up the original content. I figure if I ease off on filling up the 8 o'clock time slot, and then eventually ease up on filling up the 4 o'clock time slot with borrowed content, then I'm going to be more inclined to start pushing original content into those spots. I'll probably get a day where I just take a bunch of music video files and create a bunch of music videos. Boom, boom, boom. And just create a bunch and then upload them with, what you call it, premiere days, premiere dates and times. So that I can just schedule them and walk away. You know? Try to upload them on particular days. I'd like to have shows that I talk about on Monday, talk about movies. On Tuesday, talk about TV. On Wednesdays, talk about old-time radio. On Thursdays, talk about concerts, old concerts, past concerts. On Fridays, flashback to hometown and videos and photographs and events and things that happened in our hometown, right? So that's my original idea, and I'm just going to start figuring out what to do on those particular days. And then also try to, you know, on occasion, do a morning here rather than I just sit here talking, but sit here and talk and have coffee and actually do something and work on something. Have the table set up, have a display, have, you know, a shitload of 8 tracks. And say, okay, let's see how many 8 tracks we can open up and put together, right? How many, you know, let's open up a couple of stereos and see what we need to do to get them working, and then order those parts. And then the next time we'll open up another one, see what we need to do, and then put stuff that parts that we've gotten into these other machines and see if they work, you know, and get into doing that kind of shit. Bring stuff out, set it up, use it. If I'm going to transfer tapes, old family digital tapes, I'm probably not going to do that live because that is such a delicate situation. I'm going to want to have everything step by step, nice and slow and easy. But I will probably have it set up here during a week when I'm doing it and be able to kind of give you a run through of what I'm doing. Yeah. Original content. I really want to get back into that. I've got a lot of ideas and a lot of things I can do. And while it's easy to do borrowed content. You know, I download it, I work it into a video, and I upload it, and that's it. That's all I do. To create content, I've got to take my video, but I've got to turn it into an actual video. It's just a static shot looking at a concert stage. So I've got to zoom in, zoom out, look up at the big screen up there, and zoom in and out, and try to zoom in on the different people, and get some movement going on, right? It's kind of hard to do with one shot, but my daughter gets a good full shot. She's got a good Apple phone, so I can zoom in on the center of the photograph or any part of the photograph and get a nice clear picture. So, yeah. Wow. So I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna start sharing the 20-some concerts that we've been to recently, because it literally has been that many. It's crazy. She's gone to all of them. I've gone to at least half of them, right? Over half. I've driven to a few and not gone in, which is cool because we get to do stuff, or I just get to veg out. I don't care. It's a dad thing. But, yeah. What do we got going on over here? Oh, yeah, well, look, we got about 9 minutes to wrap this show up. And nobody showed up, so I'm not talking about ELO, man. I'm not gonna ruin it by talking about going to the concert all by myself, because I got some great stories. But I'm not just gonna say I'm just to go blah, 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 man. I want somebody to show up and go, hey, man, you going to talk about ELO, man? No, I'm not going to talk about it unless there's somebody here, man. Because what's the point? I want to interact. I want to know that somebody's, you know, there. So there you go. So if you show up later in the playlist thinking that I'm all over ELO right now, well, you should have been here live and then we would have talked about it. Period. I guess I'm going to have to put that in the comments. I'm only going to tell stories about shit that I do if somebody shows up. Nobody shows up, I ain't saying shit. I'm going to sit here and drink coffee and hit the bong, and you can watch that, and I'll be silent. How's that? I'll just be silent for 3 hours. I might as well set up a table in here and rebuild 8 tracks. Right? The only thing is that I need an 8-track player that is in working order, that has the ability to stop on the track selection area where the foil is, right? And that's it. Once I have that, then I can start pumping out 8 tracks again. And I also need to get magic eraser sponges and also bags. I need to be able to bag them. So I need the perfect size bag for an 8-track. So I'll have to measure what that is and then order that specific bag. It would be great if it was a bag that had just enough to fold over and tape down. I need to get some kind of stickers so that I can put a little sticker on it that says when it was rebuilt and by who. That's it. And that's just a nice, polite thing to do so that they know how long it's going to last. Once it gets rebuilt, if it's done correctly, it'll last another 20, 30, 40 years. Right? Because the ones that I have, they're all roasted, but if they're taken care of, after you rebuild them, they'll last, you know, quite a while. And then I've got those that are new, unopened, that have to be rebuilt, undoubtedly, because the foam in the pads will have gone bad, and the glue on the splice will have gone bad. So you can't risk playing it. You just have to replace the pad. You have to replace the splice. You have to check it for tension. You have to clean it unless it's been wrapped up. And I've got a few that are brand new, sealed up. In fact, this one here is ELO Discovery, right? And it is the one with the dude, you know, Aladdin holding the ELO thing, right? Aladdin. And this is a great one. It's brand new, still in the, it's from Columbia House Record and Tape Club. It's still in the thing, so I can't even look down at the bottom to see what year it was, because it's covered up. Terre Haute, Indiana. Right? That's great. So, but that's probably the original year. Brand new in the pack. It's still going to have to be rebuilt. It's just the way it is. It's old. Well, it's about time to hit the road and get on out. I guess I'm going to have to eat something and then think about taking a nap so I can get some energy, because I am wiped out. I woke up exhausted, but only because I got like an hour and a half sleep. I opened my eyes after being propped up in bed for a while. I opened my eyes and looked around, and it had been like 45 minutes, an hour. I was like, all right. So there was no TV on because I didn't use the TV, so I just thought, okay, well, I just rolled over into my side position and kind of flopped around for about 30 or 40 minutes, and then I'd take a leak, and then came back and passed out for a good hour, and then I had to get up and take a leak, but didn't want to get up, so I just kind of laid there and waited for the clock to go off and snooze, and then finally got up and started the day at about 4:20. Because that's when I get up out of bed, is about 4:20. Alarm goes off at 4. I flop there for about 20 minutes. Yeah. So anyway, if somebody is going to show up at any point, I was going to talk about ELO this morning, but nobody showed up, and I didn't want to waste my stories on the dogs here because they've heard them already. So I didn't do nothing. I didn't talk about nothing. So you can't even rewind this and go listen to me talking about ELO because there was nobody here. So come back tomorrow and we'll talk about ELO, and you can ask me all the questions, and I'll show you memorabilia and merchandise and stuff. And you can see my shirt. It's my over and out shirt, jersey. I've got so many t-shirts, it's like, all right, I need something different now. Jerseys, I've got a what is it, Psychedelic Furs jersey that's white with black sleeves. So I thought, well, this is really cool. I got to get another jersey. And then I got another t-shirt, and I'll show you that one here. There's the other t-shirt and the enamel pins, the 3-pack of enamel pins that I got. And then on the back of this shirt, of course, there's the cities. And they started in Palm Desert, the show that we went to the first night. And they're ending in Los Angeles at the Forum on the 24th of October is their last show. They have 2 shows, 23rd and 24th, or 24th and 25th, something like that. So it's right there at the end of the month. So if anyone's interested, take me with you. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to talk about ELO. We made great pictures. I had a lot of fun. Come back tomorrow and ask me about my KME t-shirt and the fun I had wearing that shirt. Oh my goodness, that was just outrageous. Yeah, ask me about being an old decrepit guy, having fun interacting with people. And I'm not into interacting socially, and I had a ball. I was like, my daughter's like, who is this guy? You know, I'll be back, honey. That was great. It was fucking classic. It was bitching. Jeff Lynne, old Grandpa Jeff Lynne, man, 76 years old. Hoo-wee. Who'd have thought, right? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Morning. Yeah. Well, crap. I guess I gotta wrap it up. My wife's gonna be back shortly from dropping off my daughter, our daughter, at her friend's house. One of her best friends went to the same college out here with her. I think she's doing child psychology because she wants to be a school teacher. My daughter did psychology because it was like, I don't know what to do. I'll do psychology. So she graduated. My daughter graduated with 3 degrees from this college, and now she's at university. But she's getting to go with her best friend who's going to the same school. They get to go to a class together. They get to commute together. I mean, how fucking cool is that? You know, they just went to, this summer, they just went to a concert together. I took them to the Forum. And let the 4 of them go in and have a ball at the Forum and see Niall Horan, right? And hopefully we can get them together to go out to another show soon. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. A lot of fun. Wow. Anyways, it's after 8, and that's when I end my show. And I got to get rolling. It's unfortunate if you showed up and the show is over, but that's the way the ball bounces. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And I got stuff to do. I got to get some food in me and take a little bit of a nap. And then before that, I got to get stuff processing here, make some videos and that kind of stuff. So you all have fun with your day. I will certainly have fun with mine. Let me turn off that volume there real quick. So stop by at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time this evening, because I will be back doing my nighttime nonsense and nostalgia show. But until then, be sure to spread lots of peace and love and kindness. Do something for yourself, but do something for somebody else. And most especially, stay weird, because if you ain't weird, who's gonna be? All right, love ya. Adios. See you tonight.